I only know one language and you know two. So always remember that you are smarter with language than I am, and that most people are who only know one language. So don't ever be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because what that's going to do, like you said earlier, is improve your speaking. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. That's how we improve. That's how I improve. That's the overall speaking fluency that we're going for. That's what we need for a 26 on TOEFL speaking.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sebastian. I'm from Chile. My degree, which is a physical therapy degree in the United States. And in order to do that, I need to reach 26 in the speaking section for the TOEFL.
In our Facebook group, the question that's leading the poll right now of which speaking question is the most challenging is question number 3. Hey, Sebastian, is there one thing from my answer that helps your answer?
Yeah, I think you were able to explain it. When I heard your answer, it seems to me that you have a lot of freedom to speak and to use a lot of vocabulary and words to explain it. And I'm too structured to provide all those reasons.
Okay, let's talk about that. You said when you listen to my answer, it feels like I have a lot of freedom to use different vocabulary to give a good explanation in my answer.
Yeah.
How can you not be so limited? How can you have more freedom to use different vocabulary?
Well, I think I'm still afraid to talk too much sometimes, because I feel like if I talk much, maybe at some point I won't be able to find the word I need to keep speaking.
If you start saying a sentence like the ones I like, where I have freedom and I'm using vocabulary, maybe you will not know how to finish that sentence.
Right.
Okay, when we watch the video, remember this part here, what you just said and what I'm about to say. You have to do that. You have to start doing that. It's called going out on a limb. You have to start doing that in your speaking answers, because you're right. There will be times when you're in the middle of a sentence and you don't know how to finish it. But then the next day you're going to do the same thing and you're going to go further in that sentence. What do you think about that? If there's something you don't like or you want to ask me or challenge me on, that's okay. I want to hear what you honestly think. Do you think you can start doing that every day when somebody asks you how you're doing? Do you think you can do that every time you practice your speaking answers, or maybe you have a different idea?
Yeah, no, I think definitely you can. There are a lot of opportunities during the day to use it as a TOEFL speaking practice.
Yeah. You know more language than I do. I only know one language and you know two. So always remember that you are smarter with language than I am, and that most people are who only know one language. So don't ever be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, because what that's going to do, like you said earlier, is improve your speaking. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. That's how we improve. That's how I improve. Tomorrow, you will go far further in your speaking answers. Do you remember how I suggest to everybody, one way that you can immediately improve your speaking is when people ask you every day, hey, Sebastian, how are you? You are no longer allowed to just say, good, how are you? That's what everybody wants to say. It's like really what it's like it's saying, good, I don't want to talk right now, or good, leave me alone, let me focus on my work.
Yeah.
But what I've started to do is I force myself to say at least one sentence. Why, Aaron, why are you talking about this? I'm talking about TOEFL speaking question number 3. I'm talking about this because it's related to TOEFL speaking. I I don't know what sentence I'm going to say when somebody asks me, hey, Aaron, how are you? But I know that I have to say at least one sentence. So I force myself to go out on a limb. I'm okay. I didn't sleep well last night, but today's going to be a great day. I'm looking forward to going out and doing a little bit of shopping later. I've noticed the improvements in myself. I don't know what I'm going to say, but I know that I'm forcing my speaking to be sharper. I do have to say at least one sentence, so it has become easier to think of what to say. Start doing that in your day-to-day life, Sebastian. The next time and every time somebody asks you, hey, how are you? You have to say at least one sentence. You're going to notice the growth. And when you give your speaking answers, I encourage you to do what you want to do. You said you like that I have the freedom to use different vocabulary and my answers are not too structured. That's correct. That's the overall speaking fluency that we're going for. That's what we need for a 26 on TOEFL speaking.